How's it going, everybody? This is the Uncanny Omar with
Miss Lydia
and
Adjectiveless Alicia.
And the Junior Mints make their return in Near Mint Condition to talk about the latest, or their latest read, the Mighty Marvel Masterworks
Silver Surfer.
I didn't even point at you. I pointed at you, but that's okay. So, stay tuned.
Before getting started, we want to say thank you to David Gabriel and the folks at Marvel for sending these our way.
And don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button, and ring that bell for notifications.
Wow, you two are pros at this. It's like riding a bike. Alright, so today we are talking about the Mighty Marvel Masterworks, the Silver Surfer. The stories in here have been released before in Masterworks format. They've been released in Omnibus format. Believe it or not, they have not been released in Epic format as of this video. But this is your first time reading the stories in here. And it collects the first 4 issues of Silver Surfer plus a Fantastic Four annual. And 4 issues doesn't seem like a lot, but there was a lot of reading in here, right?
Yes.
I know you were like, wow, the dialogue in here. So, have you two ever read anything with the Silver Surfer before?
I don't think so.
What about you? For the people that can't see you.
No.
No, okay. So you have not read anything of the Silver Surfer, but there are some characters in here that you've read about. So, Lydia, why don't you give me a quick synopsis of what the Silver Surfer story is in here?
Silver Surfer is an alien, at least to us, and he's from a planet called Zenlaw, and he has a lovely girlfriend. I don't think they're married, or I don't know if they have marriage on their planet, but whatever. His love is named Shalabal. And one day, everything is perfect on this planet, and then one day Galactus comes, and he's like, I'm gonna eat this planet, I'm gonna kill you all, but Silver Surfer, or his name is Rod, but that's his original name.
Norrin Rad, I think, is what a lot of people call him, so yeah, you got it, right, Alicia?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
But he steps in, he's like, I see, he's begging, he's like, I see that you have to eat healthy planets, so if I go out and search those healthy planets that don't have a lot of life on it, or there's no life, spare my planet. And Galactus is like, okay. But then Galactus gets really hungry because he can't find a planet that doesn't have any life on it, and he comes across Earth, and Galactus is like, well, I'm gonna eat Earth. And then Silver Surfer and the Fantastic Four, I think they had a little team up. It's not in this book, but it mentions it.
That is the Coming of Galactus storyline.
Yes.
Which will be one day collected in a Mighty Marvel Masterwork. It's issues 48, 49, and 50. So it'll be a while.
But they end up stopping him, and then Galactus gets really mad at Silver Surfer, so he takes his ability away to travel the universe, and now he's stuck on Earth.
Yeah, so wonderful synopsis of the story, because there was a recap of the Fantastic Four in here, and there's also the origin story of Norrin Rad, because he has such a cool history, because Stan Lee felt like no one else should be writing Norrin Rad, no one else should be writing Silver Surfer, so people had to ask permission of Stan Lee to use the character of Silver Surfer because he loved the character of Silver Surfer, and there are some amazing stories with the character, and these stories in here are phenomenal. Alicia, who are some of the characters that you've seen before in the Marvel Universe that showed up through here?
Loki and Thor.
And were they friends with Silver Surfer?
No, Loki wanted Silver Surfer to come and kill Thor.
Why? They're brothers.
Because Loki was tired of trying to fight him.
Oh, yeah, that happens. Okay. All right, Adjectiveless Alicia. Did Silver Surfer kill Thor? Did they cancel the Thor comic? No more Thor comics? No. What happened?
Loki brought Silver Surfer down to kill Thor.
Yeah. So he did it.
So he tried to. They were fighting, but then Silver Surfer started to realize that Thor was a good person, and then Loki sent him back to Earth.
Because he couldn't do it. He couldn't do it. So there's also the Fantastic Four Annual Number 5 or material from that in here, and then the Nob Brand Ek material in here. So 4 issues doesn't seem like a lot, but I remember Alicia saying this was really dialogue heavy. It took you a while to read this one. And is it different than all the other books that you've read in the Mighty Marvel Masterworks?
Well, Daredevil, like, the first thing that comes to mind is Daredevil. Like, Daredevil is also really dialogue heavy, because especially earlier on, the writer would, like, every single time Daredevil would do something, he had to explain it in, like, a whole paragraph of, like, what he's trying to do.
Mm-hmm.
Like, which I guess makes sense because, like, you know, he's blind, and they want to be like, oh, this is, like, the way he thinks, because he's blind, and he has to, like, kind of figure out stuff.
So would you say the dialogue in this is different than that?
It's different, because, like, you know, it's not like, oh, they're explaining every single thing that's happening. It's just, like, a lot of, I don't know, it's just a lot of dialogue between characters, especially Silver Surfer and himself.
He talks to himself a lot, especially when you're traveling on a surfboard by yourself.
Like, he's a very, oh, woe is me character, because, like, I understand, like...
He was turned into silver!
I know, like...
And became Herald, and then he got fired from his job because he sucked at it.
Yeah, but, like, especially, like, earlier on, he's just like, oh, I'm trapped on Earth again, oh, they all hate... Well, because, I mean, I would be upset, but, like, almost every single issue, he does something good. Like, he ends up saving this lady... from these aliens.
The Badoon?
Yeah, and then, like, he drops her off on Earth again, because, like, you know, he doesn't want her to die or anything. And they're all like, oh, that's the guy that killed her! Like, she almost died because of him. And, like, it happens a lot. Like, when he was fighting Loki, it was, like, above the city. And then a lot of people were like, it's Loki. Loki's dad, but, Silver Surfer must be bad, too.
That makes sense to me. You know, believe it or not, this is actually the first appearance of Mephisto. And Mephisto's a character in the Marvel Universe who is... It's so hard to describe because in the Marvel Universe, there are many places or many parts of HE double hockey sticks. Don't you think that word? But he's... At one time, you know, he was like the personification of what the devil is, but then later on they were like, well, it's just part of this, of hell. And now, you're 13 now, you can hear that word, just don't say it. It's the place, though. And now, what they did later on was saying, okay, now he's just owns like this corner, and somebody else is over here, and then there's Limbo with Belasco. So I thought that was really cool. Of all places, because he's such a weird, like, dark, supernatural character, his first appearance happens in the pages of Silver Surfer.
Yeah.
So it's like the idea was there for that character to appear somewhere, and Stanley was like, oh, I love this book. I want to introduce him here. Okay, we're going to look at this wonderful artwork by Big John Buscema. All right, ladies, we are looking at both covers. Lydia, who did the direct market cover?
John Buscema.
John Buscema.
Buscema.
Yeah, good job. And who did the standard edition cover? Adjectiveless Alicia.
Leonardo Romero.
Romero. Wow, look at you pronouncing things right. But let's look at the differences. So, as you all probably know, there's a difference in the spine, the design of the spine, even the name right here. Sentinel of the Spaceways. So again, the standard and then direct market. ISBN and the ISBN here, what it collects. And this is a limited version, but everything inside is the same. So let's go ahead and crack it open. Ladies, tell me, we can look at the artwork together. Other Mighty Marvel Masterworks. All right, so Stan Lee wrote this. John Buscema, Jack Kirby, Mary Severin, Joe Sinnott, Sal Buscema, that's his brother. They used to call him Big John Buscema, and then our pal Sal, Frank Giacoia, and Mary Severin. And then lettering by Sam Rosen, Art Simek, and Gene Izzo. And here's your table of contents. And then when it originally came out, I love that they do that. And then, of course, the material from the Silver Surfer. So, all right. So, what did you all... Or I'll let Miss Lydia go first, and then we can talk about this Adjectiveless Alicia. You don't have to agree with me, but I am a huge fan of Big John. Love him on Wolverine. And I loved him on Conan, Avengers. But what did you all think? What did you think, Miss Lydia?
I liked it because, like, I mean, like, right there, that's good expression. Like, especially a Silver Surfer, because, like, he's not even, like, I mean, he's gray, but he also doesn't have pupils.
Yeah.
But he makes him still, like, really expressive.
Absolutely, absolutely. I think, I
like the way that when, like, they're on Zenlaw, I like the way, like, he shades their eyes like that.
Yeah, look at you. Use of shadows. Sometimes contrast goes a long way with art. What about you, Miss Lydia? Or, I'm sorry, I already asked Miss Lydia. What about you, Adjectiveless Alicia? What did you think of Big John's artwork?
I really like the shading on it.
Mm-hmm.
Like how it just goes to black in some parts to
Yeah.
show like the depth and stuff.
Yeah, I think it's great. I love that. I love that both of you can actually appreciate that. And let's actually talk about the guy that makes his first appearance here. That's the Beast of the Badoon? Is that what he's called?
The monster Badoon.
Well, it's right there.
Oh, Monster Badoon. Thank you, Miss Lydia. Wow. You're just into pointing out the obvious. Look at that. What did you think of the designs of, like, Mephisto?
I thought he was cool looking.
Yeah.
Even with his receding hairline like Vegeta?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool, man. That is awesome. Look at that. Look at the art. Look at the lines right there.
I
Oh,
feel like he does good lips.
he does good lips. Hey, that's a good blurb for the book. He does good lips. There's a little bit of Asgard right there. And look how just animals. Like, the guy was just amazing at drawing about everything. Let's look really quick here. Now, this is the King right here, Jack the King Kirby. So it's a little bit different. But what's really cool is when it comes to artists like this, like John was inspired by Jack the
I
King.
can tell like his eyes are a little bit wider.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And, I mean, Jack is the gentleman that co-created Silver Surfer, right? Stanley and the pages of Fantastic Four.
Kind of too.
Forgot Quasimodo shows up through here. And then there's the Nutbrand Ech, the origin of the who?
Simple Surfer.
The Simple Surfer. That's ridiculous. And then we get a couple of extras in the back. All right. Let's give our final thoughts, ladies.
Now that we've seen the artwork, let's talk about what we liked and disliked about the story.
All right. I don't want to go first because I've actually talked about this before when doing overviews of the omnibus. What did you all think about Silver Surfer? What did you like? What did you not like?
What I liked about it, I actually liked the art. Like I liked how
Big
he
John
drew-
Buscema. Great artist. I'm sorry. Go on.
how he drew faces and stuff. Like I really enjoyed their faces because it's very expressive, especially like during Silver Surfer.
Mhm.
But what I didn't like is like, I wish he's a little bit less whiny.
You're a teenager. You should relate to that. Well, oh man, my surfboard got dented. But I can see that. Rereading this, I can totally see like, wow, he was really down on himself a lot. What about you? What did you like and what you did not like?
Like I like the villains he fought. I thought like their designs were pretty cool, unique.
Yeah, I agree.
I still don't like the amount of dialogue. There's a lot. I mean, there was like a bunch. You know, at the top there's like a yellow.
Yeah.
What they think.
The narrative box.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. The caption box. Yeah. When I was a kid, I'll be honest with you, it surprises me that you didn't like the dialogue as much. I actually like the dialogue here. There's a lot of it. If you haven't read it. But to me, I like reading those the words in there, the sentences. I thought it was written really well. But you two are different because you actually like Thor, the mighty Thor. Whereas when I was a kid, I was like, nope, I don't want no Shakespearean English for me, or that Shakespeare-like language that they did in Thor. But this was, to me, really good. I really like the writing. I like the introduction of the Badoon and the introduction of Mephisto. And then also reminding you, hey, this is a shared universe, or here's Thor and Loki. I'm so glad you two are back. The Junior Mints came back to do this, so we will keep doing...
We've been ready for months.
Okay, don't throw your poppy under the bus there, kid. Alright, so we will keep doing overviews of these, or reviews of these, but before we go and talk about the next book we should review, what would you give Silver Surfer, Volume 1?
6.8 out of 10.
Oh my gosh, these weird ratings. Okay, what about you, kiddo?
7.23.
Fine. And I give this amazing story. Actually, I really like this. 8.5 out of 10. This is phenomenal. It gets better too. Oh, later on it gets better. But that is it for us. And who do we want to thank for sending this book our way?
David, Gabriel, and the folks at Marvel.
The folks at Marvel, all right. And what do we want to remind people on the way out?
You know what I'm saying?
Do it. Do it, kid. Do it.
Stay minty.
No, that's too soon. You gotta remind me to hit that like button.
Hit that like button and subscribe and the bell for notifications and stay minty.
Yeah, that's right. Point at the camera. People love when you point at their faces. That's what it's about. Thank you all so much for watching. Stay healthy and safe. Much love. How's it going, everybody? Really? Are you ready? You're getting paid by the hour here, kid. All right.
No, I won't let you go.
Liam is a
Backpack and Bryce is a bottle.
Bryce is a bottle.
Show
Yes,
they
yes,
call
yes.
it
Everybody knows
FJ1.
this stupid song.
Take Bryce with
You in the sun.
Take
Pick Liam when you go somewhere that requires you to bring.
I didn't know that.
Liam is a
You
backpack
got
and
like
Bryce is a bottle.
toothpaste all over your face, dude.
Can you tell me?
Can I tell you what is it?
This is the Uncanny
This
Minties.
doesn't like right.
Go on, go on.
All right.
Okay. Oh wait,
Here's
stop,
some
stop.
stuff. Okay.
Now, what did Sir... Now it's my turn to mess up. Ready? Now, Alicia. No, what? Adjectiveless Alicia. Now, adjectiveless... Try that again. All right, adjectiveless... no, I forgot to hit record.
Well, he tried to because Loki was tired of trying to kill him,
Mm-hmm.
and Thor wanted. Sorry, I just didn't know how to word it for a second.
Okay, you got it now.
Well, he tried to kill Thor, but like Thor, what like he wanted.
We'll try that again. Hey, Kyle. I'm doing okay. Can I give you a call back in like 5 minutes?